My work is Avenue Web Properties, LLC. We publish and manage various websites and different verticals to generate leads for advertisers online. And we're also experimenting with a performance agency where we only get paid per performance for whatever advertiser we're working with. And we have 3 prominent startups we're testing the concept with. I've basically been programming since I've been in 5th grade. I started with a game called Jedi Knight, and I started basically like hacking it into bits, like the code, and I really just got into the coding part of it. And I've always wanted to do that kind of stuff, so it just kind of evolved that I used my technical expertise and then eventually like some artist skills, and now I'm into like online marketing. So it's kind of like a mesh of both, and that got me into it. I actually got into the idea from working with a group called Invino Group at my school. It's like an entrepreneur group, and one of the members there did work for a company, and he gave me the idea to just basically do affiliate marketing. And I got started off doing affiliate marketing, which is getting basically commissions for selling other people's products and services online. And then it's just been evolving from that point. Yeah, so when I started, I was basically in my dorm room and just going back and forth between college semesters. Yeah, pretty much just started at my dorm room. The biggest lesson I learned was just don't rely on one supplier. That was a good obstacle and lesson to learn. I absolutely love the act of creation of starting a business. It's not really work for me at all. I just love to create stuff and get them off the ground. Well, the resources that I used a lot were certainly research tools and looking at other data. There's a website called marketingcharts.com that I would basically try to base decisions off that a lot. That's not like a library resource. Library resources, I would use the research librarian, and she would help me a lot. I actually worked at the library for like a few weeks just so I could get training and learn how to use more of the resources. They have, I used a central search kind of function that would just search like all the databases, and that would be like my initial start. I used my school library probably pretty extensively. I've always been a big research guy, so I would probably go in there whenever I had an idea. I would go there and basically research it, just using the various resources there. I wish there was more research on cutting edge stuff, but that's a lot easier said than done. So that was probably my biggest drawback about the library. I created a network of people out in where I went to school. It was a group of entrepreneurs in all sorts of verticals. One was doing like a dollar store, one was doing a snowboarding store, one of them was like a venture-backed company, and just all those people sitting down at one table giving me advice, and I could give advice about my experiences was invaluable. And I still keep in touch with them, so that was great. Different classes, I think my data mining class was very useful, and I still talk to that professor. She taught me a lot about just basically like dealing with data, which is pretty much a big part of my business with online marketing. My mother was the one who basically got me the computer in the first place, and I just started going away from there. And she's always a good person to like bounce ideas off. My father's on kind of the opposite spectrum of technology. He's in real estate, and so I learned like sales tactics and being formal. I just tell myself refuse to die every day, because I fail all the time, and maybe 10% of what I do like will turn into something worthwhile. So yeah, you got to be able to have the tough skin and just stick with it. So yeah, perseverance is very important. What keeps me motivated through the whole process is, yeah, my love of computers absolutely keeps me going. It's not really work, it's just fun, because I just absolutely love computers. I don't really like generating money for someone else and doing all the work and then they get the reward. So I decided to take on my own projects, and that certainly motivates me every day to not get a job. Part of marketing online is it's dynamic. You have to always be changing your website and making it better, and seeing how the users are reacting and things like that. So it's usually just kind of keeping everything up to date.